What's going on, guys? Kushi and we're back with a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about the 5 first things you need to take when you're starting filmmaking. And also it's just going to be a fun day, so I thought I'll vlog it and take it along with the ride. But before we do anything, coffee, and I'm probably just gonna watch something. Also, how many of you guys like to play PlayStation? Like, I've been free for the past 2-3 days. Like, I finished all my client work and all. So मैंने एक नया game चालू किया, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm a big Spider-Man and Marvel fan. I'm also a DC fan. I'm not against either of them, but yeah, मैं ये Miles Morales वाले games खेल रहा हूँ 2-3 दिन से. बहुत सही है. It's like the original Spider-Man game, but Miles Morales and ahead of the story. Also, by the way, would you guys watch my streams? Like, मैं पहले भी करता था, but now I have a bit more of an audience. So you guys do let me know if anyone would be interested in watching my streams, because games खेलने में तो मुझे बहुत मजा आता है, especially like these such games. So yeah, if anyone would be interested in watching, do let me know in the comments below. Alright, so the first thing I would recommend is get a camera. Like, I know that might sound counterintuitive, but it makes sense. So I started on my phone, this one. So I started on my phone whenever I started. I even shot a few paid gigs on my phone. It wasn't that well paying, but it did get the job done. As soon as I got a camera, it changed everything. I was introduced to different lenses. I was able to understand what actually shutter speed, ISO and aperture does. That's what I would recommend first. A camera and just the kit lens, like whatever. Like the camera I started with 50k. Or if you have a bit more of a budget, the new Canon R10, that's a really good camera too, and I think it's for around 80k. But getting my hands on a camera for the first time ever was really helpful, and it did help me look a little more professional, and whatever videos I made and photos I took, the quality was better with it as well. So you don't need an expensive camera, you just need a camera to start out with. It will help you land a bit more gigs instead of using your phone. Okay, now you've got your hands on a camera. What do you get next? I think the best next purchase is a microphone. And you might be thinking, why a microphone next? So I think audio is a very important part of when you create videos. Like right now you're listening to my audio, and if my audio sounded super bad, you might have clicked off in the first 15 or 30 seconds because you might have gotten annoyed by the audio. Even though the image might not be the best, I do recommend getting the best audio possible. So right now I'm using the Rode Video Mic NTG, which is the top of the line microphones for cameras right now. But if you don't have a budget that much, you can get the Rode Video Micro, which is like 1/4 the price. Or even if you don't have that kind of a budget, you can get the Boya shotgun mic. I think it's the MM1. I don't remember the name. It'll be down in the description. But even that mic will be much more of an improvement over the in-camera mic, because that sounds really bad. You want me to show you how bad it sounds? Okay. So this is the internal mic of the camera. And now I'm gonna plug in the mic. And this is the microphone in the camera. So I think you might have heard a major difference between it. Invest in a microphone, whatever you can afford, from a Boya all the way to a Rode, whatever fits your budget. Getting better audio solutions for you will change the game. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with this. I have to go meet Max because we were meeting with a production team regarding the next music video. So meet him and we'll continue at his place. Okay, he did call me at 12:30 and it's like 12:10 and his door is locked, so let me give him a call. हाँ bro, मैं तेरे घर के बाहर हूँ. वो आ रहा है 10 मिनट में, so I guess I'll have to wait. So I've been waiting for him for a bit, and I even played a game of 8-ball pool on my phone, and I'm getting really bored. I think his place has a terrace. We can probably fly the drone from there. So let me see if that works. Alright, this terrace does look pretty nice. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, super green and stuff. Maybe when Max comes we could do a small photo shoot here too. Not too sunny, it's pretty cloudy, so I think we can get good shots. You know, it really sucks that mini drones have a maximum flight of only 15 meters. Like, थोड़ा सा ऊपर ही और ख़त्म. But ठीक है, जो है उससे ही चला लेंगे काम. so the third मैक्स आ गया मैं उसके घर पे हूँ हमको निकलना है मीटिंग के लिए जल्दी पिए अपना कॉफ़ी okay so the third thing you'll probably need is some sort of stabilization. For example, the first thing I'd recommend is a tripod. Like this thing I'm using right here is a mini tripod by Manfrotto. You can even get a gorilla pod or a normal tripod depending on what you need, because it really helps when you have something stable to put your camera on, like this for example. It really helps. Once you have a tripod, another form of stabilization which I probably got really early on is a gimbal. Like within the first few months of owning a camera, I purchased a gimbal because I felt the lack of it. Even though I didn't really need it, it did help with a lot of moving shots and really just understanding cinematography in general. And now that I know it and I understand it, I use it only when needed. Otherwise, before I used to just use it all the time, even when I didn't need it, even when I could tell a better story with still shots. Getting that early on did really help me understand its use cases. So these are the two forms of stabilization that I recommend: tripod, and then if you do have the budget, go for a gimbal. Okay, we have to leave now to meet for the team because we're already late. Okay, so we're at the client's place right now. So once I get back, I'll give you the other two things on my list. So just gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back home now. Meeting went great. Thing seems up. So you guys might see the behind the scenes of a really good music video soon. Let's continue with the video. I have 2 tips left to tell you. So let me get back to that. Next thing you should get would be a good bag. So early on, I also decided to invest in a good camera bag, and I'm really happy with that investment because even though it might have been a bit expensive at first, but it has served me good in the long run, because anywhere I travel I can put my gear in that bag and I know it will be safe. Investing in a good quality bag made to protect your camera will be very beneficial, as even if you upgrade or whatever you have currently, it will just help protect it when traveling. And lately I've been traveling even more than I expected to in the past, so it's really come in handy having a good bag that can just take a beating without damaging your gear or worrying too much about if anything's gonna happen to your gear. And last but not least, what I would recommend is having a good laptop. So about 2 years ago, I invested in a PC and I was really happy with it, but eventually as lockdown opened up and I started traveling more, I regretted not getting a laptop instead. So get a laptop if you have the budget instead of a PC, because I think you can go anywhere, go at a coffee shop and work, get a bit of vibes here and there, have a good working environment. You can even attach it to a bigger screen and work from home. So yeah, a laptop is quite important. And if you get like a budget camera, you can pretty much get any laptop and it should suffice with 1080p, especially becoming more easier for laptops to handle. Like the M1 MacBook can easily handle 1080p and a bit of 4K too. So this is it for the video. These are the first 5 things I think you should get when starting out your filmmaking journey. If you think there's anything I missed out on, do let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.